So today we start new topic, scalar triple product. Scalar triple product. That means product of three vectors. Triple product, that is product of three vectors. If three vectors are a bar, b bar, c bar, we know that when we take cross product of any two vectors, suppose b bar cross c bar, then this vector obtained is vector perpendicular to both b bar and c bar. Now this is vector b bar cross c bar which is perpendicular to both these vectors b and c. When we take dot product of this perpendicular vector b bar cross c bar with vector a, then this product is called scalar triple product. It is also denoted by in box product, in box form. So we write this as vector a, vector b, vector c in close bracket, and this is called box product. So the scalar triple product is also called box product. We have to remember here there is no comma between these vectors, and this is not matrix. So scalar product is called box product. Why we call this as scalar triple product? Because we use three vectors, so we call triple product. Why we call it scalar? We know that when we multiply two vectors and we get the scalar quantity, here in place of b we have the vector b bar cross c bar, and here is dot product. That means we get scalar quantity. So we call this product as scalar triple product, and denoted by a bar dot b bar cross c bar equals to, which is also denoted by box form, so called box product. Now we discuss the property for scalar triple product. Now we see how to calculate scalar triple product. Suppose vector a is a1i plus a2j plus a3k, vector b equals to b1i plus b2j plus b3k, and vector c is equal to c1i plus c2j plus c3k. So we have to find the scalar triple product. That means we have to find a bar dot b bar cross c bar. So first we find here b bar cross c bar. So we know the definition of cross product and how to calculate the cross product by using determinant. So we write in first row ijk, in second row we write the coefficient of ijk of this vector b. So we consider here vector b as b1i, b2j, b3k. So I write here b1, b2, b3. Then vector c, c1i, c2j, c3k. So write the coefficient of ijk. So in third row we write c1, c2, c3. So we calculate this plus minus plus. So first we calculate b bar cross c bar. So we get here I cap in bracket b2 c3, b2 c3 minus b3 c2, b3 c2, then minus j in bracket we get b1 c3, b1 c3, b1 c3 minus b3 c1, b3 c1, then k cap we get here plus k cap in bracket b1 c2, b1 c2 minus b2 c1. So this is value for cross product of vector b and c. Now we write scalar product a bar dot b bar cross c bar. So we write here a bar dot b bar cross c bar equals to, now substitute the value of vector a as a1i plus a2j plus a3k dot in bracket. So we substitute the value of b bar cross c bar, which we calculate here. So I write here I b2 c3 minus b3 C2 plus minus J cap B1 C3 minus B3 C1 plus K cap into B1 C2 minus B2 C1. Now we have to take dot product between these two brackets. So we use shortcut here. We know that I dot I is 1, J dot J is 1, K dot K is 1. I dot J is 0, I dot K is 0. So using that concept, or you can write here I dot I is equal to J dot J is equal to K dot K is equal to 1. So we write here, if we multiply by this A1I to these three terms, I dot I we get 1, I dot J we get 0, I dot K we get 0. So I write here A1 in bracket B2 C3 minus B3 C2. Then we know that I dot J is 0, I dot K is 0. So we write first for A1. Now see second term A2J, when we multiply by A2J to this first term, J dot I is 0, J dot J is 1, J dot K is 0. So I write here only this second term. So we get here a plus minus minus, J dot J is 0. So A2 into B1 C3 minus B3 C1. Then third, when we multiply by A3, K dot I is 0, K dot J is 0, K dot K is 1. So we write here A3 into B1 C2 B2 C1. Now this is value for the determinant A1 B1 C1 A1 A2 A3, then B1 B2 B3 C1 C2 C3. If we calculate this value, we get same value. That means we can write this determinant in this form, or this form into determinant form. That is the value of A bar dot B bar cross C bar. That means when we have to calculate this scalar triple product, we can solve this value by using this determinant. So we discuss before solving the problems properties of scalar triple product. Now see the first property, A bar B bar C bar, that means boss product of A bar B bar C bar is equals to B bar C bar A bar equals to C bar A bar B bar. That means when we rotate this vector A B C in cyclic order, then their box product or their scalar triple product is same. Second, a single interchange of vectors in a scalar triple product changes its sign. That is, see here, if given scalar triple product of vector A, vector B, vector C, when we interchange this vector B with vector C and keep this vector A as it is, then we write this vector ABC, box product of vector ABC equals to minus of box product of vector A, vector C, vector B. Here we interchange B with C and keep this vector A as it is. In this we keep this last as it is. This vector C we keep as it is and we interchange A and B. So we write here minus sign. In last we keep this B as it is and interchange A and C. A and C. So we write here minus. That means when we interchange any two vector, then the value of that scalar triple product changes by its sign. See third, scalar product is commutative. Therefore, A bar dot B bar cross C bar equals to B bar cross C bar dot A bar. We know that which we already discussed in scalar product for two vectors. Now this is vector A, and this cross product of vector B and C we consider as vector D. Then A bar dot B bar is equivalent with D bar dot A bar. So we write here A bar dot B bar cross C bar is equals to B bar cross C bar dot A bar. That means scalar triple product is commutative. So similarly here, when we consider B bar dot C bar cross A bar, then we interchange these two vectors. So first we write C bar cross A bar dot B bar. Similarly, if we consider C bar dot A bar cross B bar, if we interchange this A bar cross B bar dot C bar, scalar product is commutative. We have A bar dot B bar cross C bar equals to B bar cross C bar dot A bar equals to C bar cross A bar dot B bar equals to A bar cross B bar dot C bar. That means here A bar dot B bar cross C bar is equals to A bar cross B bar dot C bar. That means we get the same scalar triple product. Either we multiply vector B and vector C, that is we take cross product of vector B and C, then multiply this vector with vector A is same as we multiply vector A with B by taking cross product, and then that vector multiply with vector C using dot product, we get the same value. So from this result it follows that in scalar triple product the positions of dot and cross can be interchanged without changing the equality. That means instead of writing this dot at first position, we write this at second position. Here we first take cross product, then with this cross product we take dot product of vector C. So we can interchange dot product with cross product. Now see fourth property. If vector B and vector C are collinear, then B bar cross C bar equals to 0 vector. We know that in cross product we take angle sine, we use the sine ratio. So sine 0 is 0. That means when we have to show points are collinear, we show their scalar triple product equals to 0. That is, we know that B bar cross C bar is 0. So A bar dot 0, when we multiply by 0 vector to any vector in dot product, we get 0. Thus if in scalar triple product any two vectors are collinear or equal, then the scalar triple product is 0. So A bar dot A bar cross B bar equals to 0. That means when one vector is repeated, here see, we write here A bar dot A bar cross B bar, in place of C we write A bar. That means vector A is repeated. You can write this as also A bar cross A bar dot B bar equals to 0. So when in scalar triple product one vector is repeated, that is two vectors are collinear or equal vector, then their scalar triple product is 0. If any one of the vectors A bar B bar C bar is a 0 vector, then we write their box product equals to 0. That means when vector is repeated, then their scalar triple product is 0, or when vector is collinear, when any two vectors are collinear, then their scalar triple product is also 0. When any one of them vector is 0. So if any one of the vectors A bar B bar C bar is 0, then their box product, that is scalar triple product, is 0. That means when we have to show the given vectors are collinear, then we have to just show their scalar triple product is 0. Now see the property 6. If vector A, vector B, vector C are coplanar, then their box product is 0. So instead of showing vectors are collinear, if we have to show vectors are coplanar, then also by using the box product, that is by using the scalar triple product, if their scalar triple product or box product is 0, then that given vectors are coplanar. Now see, so in this year syllabus reduces So the proof of this theorem is not asked, but the problem based on this theorem asked in the exam. So we have to just see the statement of the theorem. Now main topic is volume of parallelopipe. So the theorem on volume of parallelopipe is, show that the volume of parallelopipe whose coterminous edges are vector A, vector B, vector C is box product A bar, B bar, C bar. That means when we have to find the volume of parallelopipe and the coterminous edges are in the form of vector is given, so we can find their scalar triple product, that is box product, that is the volume of that parallelopipe. Next is volume of tetrahedron. So theorem based on it, show that the volume of tetrahedron whose coterminous edges are vector A, vector B, vector C is 1/6 times scalar triple product of vector A, vector B, vector C. Or we can say the volume of tetrahedron whose coterminous edges are vector A, vector B, vector C equals to 1/6 times box product of vector A, vector B, vector C. So using this formula we can find the volume of parallelopipe and volume of tetrahedron. So in next part we will solve problem based on this scalar triple product and volume of parallelopipe and also on volume of tetrahedron. So remember all the properties for solving the problems.